Okay, so I'm about to clean my dishes up for the night. But I was sitting here thinking about the message I got at church today. And what I took from it was learning how to forgive. And I didn't realize how much hurt, angry, and animosity I've been carrying for all these years. And I didn't think that it really affected me. I didn't think that it really bothered me until as I got older and I'm starting to think. And my first hurt was acceptance. And I normally don't talk about my personal feelings or, I don't really go into too much details about how I really feel. But my first hurt that I can ever remember was acceptance. And that came from who I knew at that time was my dad. And as I got older and I realized that I was accepted when he was drunk, or when someone else said something, or when his family made an issue, I was accepted. And to know that I was never accepted by neither one of the potential people that could have been my father, I think that's something that bothered me and has carried into my adult years. And when I don't feel accepted, it triggers me. And I'm sitting here thinking like, wow, T. Because I want to start this journey of healing. I used to be like, if you hurt me, I'm going to hurt you. It was a tit for tat. But I realized that if you hurt me and I go back and I retaliate, the consequences I have to face with God, not with myself, not with the law, but with God. Because he say, this battle is not yours. So it makes me dig deep into forgiving both of them men. Because one died, and I would never know if he was my dad unless I go and test one of his kids or something like that. And then I got the other man who is alive, and he always made me feel some kind of way. I remember him allowing his baby mamas to mistreat me. I remember not being accepted by him. I remember when I went to reach out to him, he allowed his wife to come in between our relationship. And she told me I wasn't his child. And she blocked me from calling his phone, and I couldn't talk to him. And I think that I'm going to ask God for forgiveness for both of them so I can move on with my healing journey. And I didn't think that really bothered me. I really didn't think that bothered me. I always thought I was a tough cookie until I started wanting to work on myself. But it's something that bothers me. And to know that with DeMarco, I had nothing but genuine and pure love. I never wanted, all I ever wanted was to be loved and feel accepted. I even remember when my mom and him was fighting through the courts. And she asked me, what did I want? And I just said, I just wanted him to be a dad. That's all I ever wanted. But then again, God has given me so many people to fulfill the needs that I had, to where when I was growing up, I didn't have to go without. And I'll never forget the one man who really accepted me. And it made me feel loved. And he passed away. Gillie G. Wells. I felt accepted. I felt, and we both, the crazy thing is, we both felt accepted by each other. And it seemed like we were missing something, and he had kids and older kids, and I had this, and it just seemed like something was missing. But God placed him in my life when the time that DeMarco left. The time that DeMarco left, I was in my early teenagers. I was about 12. I was 13, 14. I was about 13 years old. So when he left out the picture, God sent Gillie into the picture. And Gillie stayed into the picture until he took his last breath. The Sunday before he took his last breath, and this is probably why First Sundays always triggers me. But I'll talk about that in another time. I just felt the need to get that off my chest, because these are some personal things that I want to work on. Because I want to get revenge on someone so bad. Because I felt like you betrayed me. And you never had to do that to me. And I want revenge so bad. But the fight that I'm having is not between me and them. It's between me and the Lord. Because he said this battle is not yours, T, but if I take it upon myself, I don't know the consequences I would suffer with him. All right, y'all, I'm going to bed. But that was just my thought for tonight. I hope y'all have a good night, and I'll talk to y'all in the morning as I get ready for work.